All
So
right.
here we are.
You want Kevin's feedback first, or you want to go first?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
All right. So I spent about a little over half an hour on the phone with him. So Kevin is, I was telling you, like he runs the kids camps at U of Well, but he's been in like kids programming camp stuff his whole career. His wife is a kindergarten teacher, and they have two kids. Hazel, who's like I think 2 or something, and then Isaac, who was just born. Anyway, so it's like perfect audience. So he said it was easy to use. He liked the user guides. He liked the video guides. He said his biggest stumbling block is he really doesn't know his own phone. So it took him a while to figure out how to he knew how to record stuff, but he didn't know how to access those recordings. Because on the iPhone, you have to record it, then you have to save it to a file, and then you have to browse and import that file. So the need for that tutorial is kind of reinforced there. But he said once he figured that out, it was fine, very easy to use. He talked about he recorded a story and then he re-recorded it because he's like he put something in there like just a comment or something to turn the page so that his daughter could follow along and turn the pages herself. So I mean, we had talked about that before with the chime or whatever, but so there might be like something down the road where it's on Facebook or on a tutorial or something where it's like, hey, best practices from our clients is, if you really want to make it valuable, here's an idea for how to record your stories. He talked about maybe as an upgrade having a video component, because he said like his Oma, or their Oma, which is their grandmother, she's not there a lot or whatever. So he thought it would be a great feature if you could like have somebody videotape. But these are people who like, because they're in children's education kind of realm, like they want to put on like a show when they read a story. So anyway, he talked about that. He had one issue with, he added a book and the spelling was wrong, and then he fixed it, but then it wasn't showing up in another place. Anyway, and there was another issue where on one screen it said dad, but on another screen it had his name. But I told him, I go, you're using like 3 versions ago version of this, so all that has kind of been resolved. He talked about, this was an interesting scenario where you have like in your family or with your child, you have like a set last book of the night. So you might read 2 or 3 stories to your kid, but there's always the last, like this is the favorite story or the last one, like, and that's the signal to the kid. Okay, when this book is read,
they're done.
You're done, kind of thing. So I thought that was kind of a cool use case or whatever. Then he also talked about, because I was talking about the prayer thing, and he said for them, they do lullabies, so you can save like singing a lullaby or whatever.
Shit, how did I not think about this? Like Misha always bothers, like, it's like, Mom, you got to sing to me, and she's like, oh my God, I'm almost asleep.
So he tested it on his phone. He goes, oh, I wonder, can you add something without adding a picture? And I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's just a black box or whatever, but it has the first part of the wording, whatever you call it, shows up in the picture block. At least that was on his phone. He showed it to me. So you can basically create like lullaby or whatever the name of it is without a picture. I mean, I said you can add a picture, like if you had a picture.
We can create a temporary picture just like we do for.
Yeah. So I thought that was a cool kind of use case. I asked him about the coloring and stuff, because that was something Amy brought up. He said no, he loves it. He said that he likes the black because he said the colors from the images really pop off the black.
So it's as many people as many opinions.
Yeah. And I'm also aware he's a man too. Like, I don't know if this is a male female scenario, but Olga liked it as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of
Yeah, my
dismissed.
sister did not mind the black.
Yeah, but he liked the black. He liked the purple. He commented on the purple. It was a good purple. Like it wasn't too bright. It wasn't too dark. It was easy to read against the black. Like he talked about the purple like for 3 minutes. I don't know. But he really he liked
Doesn't
it.
realize it was a lucky guess.
Yeah. So I said, I go, so would you buy the app? And he's like, oh yeah, I would definitely buy the app. And I said, well, how much would you pay for it? He goes, off. I have no idea. Because I don't really buy apps, so I don't really know. So I said, okay, well, let me just throw some numbers at you. So I said, $5. And he goes, yeah, oh yeah, I'd pay $5 for this. I go, well, what about $10, like $9.99? He goes, well, what? He goes, is that for a year? Or is that ever forever? And I said, no, it's a one-time thing. It's forever. And he goes, oh, well, yeah, $10, no problem. He goes, like the age my kids are, like I'm going to be using this app for like 6 or 7 years. So it kind of got me thinking, like, that's an interesting take is, do we entertain or think about you're buying a 1-year renewable subscription? Like whether it's $9.99 or $4.99, but if you think about it, like it's actually genius. Because like if you bought the app for $5 and you used it for a year and you liked it, and then you got the notification that okay, year 2 is starting, you're going to be billed $5. People would just be like, people would just go, yeah, of course I'm going to pay the $5. I love this thing, and you just.
And those who don't pay, then it makes it so much easier to clean up the app.
Well, you clean it up. Plus, you already got their $5, which you would have only got anyways. So I think
that's a great idea. It's a one-time annual fee because you can sell it as what's 5 divided by 12.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's like 40 cents a month.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then he goes, so I can add like as many people in my family as I want. I'm like, yeah, unlimited. He goes, and I can add as many books as I want. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, $9.99 is a no-brainer. And I'm like, what I was getting to with his pricing was just the communicating the value proposition. Like people don't get, like one thing we've understood, I think, or I've taken away from what people have said, they don't really understand the reach of this app in terms of how they can share it, what they can put on it. So then I got back to like, maybe after we get through this wave, I don't think for this launch, we should change anything necessarily, except the annual, it should be maybe an annual thing. But the idea that, maybe there is like a $5 entry to get into it that has some kind of limitation in terms of number of people or number of books, and then there's the upgrade. I don't know. This
is kind of what I think you and I talked about this is if we don't have constraints, if we don't have any constraints on the scale of the app, let's say we build it ourselves after the pilot. It's one of those things, I'm sure you and I talked about this, when companies upcharge you for something that should have been just included in the price.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we
talked about this because I talked about my Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Disney, exactly. It's like fucking included in the price.
I paid you $5,000. You're taking me for $10.
Yeah, and let me perceive that as a great value.
Yeah.
So I think it's a stronger selling point because remember, our long-term vision is to help people in more ways than just the app. The app is just getting them on board with us and then us beginning to talk to them.
Yeah.
So what that comment got me to think is that, that pricing, let me just,
what'd be cool when you do the annual renewal, when you send them the notification to renew, if you gave them some kind of like cost metrics that said, here's how many times you use the app, here's how much time, I don't know how granular you want to get, but you go like, here's your renewal and you're paying a fraction of a penny for every time you use the app. I don't even know if you need to go there. It was an idea that jumped in my head, was like, how do you no-brainer? Like you want it to be a no-brainer. I think $4.99 is the right thing to do, but what do you think about immediately going to the $4.99 for a year?
and just killing well, $4.99 for a year feels like a great idea.
Yeah.
Do we kill the $9.99 option altogether?
No, well, I just mean it. Whether it's $9.99 or $4.99, whatever it is, it's 1 year subscription. And it renew, because Thrivecart can do automatic renewals. The only caveat with the renewal thing is it creates a bit of a headache for expiring cards and things like that.
That's fine. Thrive manages all of that.
Yeah.
It actually captures card information, and it's got automatic dunning. You know dunning?
No, I don't know the term, but I know it will chase people down.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's got all of those sequences pre-built, and you can customize how aggressive you want to be with that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what you said is we got the $5 we wanted anyway.
Yeah.
See, if people sign up, we've achieved what we are setting out to achieve. This is just basically gravy.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing is that we need to manage and maintain it. That's the thing. So that's the only thing. But it's a good problem to have again. Even at $9.99, like sorry, let me just $9.99.
You think about it, it's the cost of managing and maintaining it is less than finding new customers to replace all that income.
That's true. It's true. It's 83 cents at $9.99. So you can save 83 cents a month.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Because what we were thinking is about $4.99 a month, like, or $1 a month. But this is, as soon as you get yourself under $1 mark, it's kind of like, oh, fuck it, 83 cents a month.
Yeah.
But then you're right. It provides a much better ability to manage the app and manage the content of the app, so it doesn't explode. Because essentially, if it's a one-time fee, you bought it, you owned it.
Yeah.
But in our case, you stop paying for it. No, that's it.
Yeah.
That is a very, very good idea.
So that was kind of the biggest thing that I took from him was that you set it up as it's a one-time, it's a payment of $4.99 or whatever, $9.99, $4.99, but it's for a year, and in 1 year it renews and you pay another $4.99.
Yep.
And I think for anyone who's using it even a little bit, paying the renewal is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's where you put in the option at the end too, where it's like, if you don't want to renew, then there's a process for them to extract their data. And I don't know if that's a fee or if it's free. I mean, maybe it's like, it's $4.99 to renew, or it's $3 to extract your data, but it's just an automated process that's set up. But it's a small enough gap that people go like, I might as well just renew it.
That deserves kind of.
I mean, there's nothing we have to think about for a year, so.
That's true. That's not something that we have to think about for a year. I was just thinking about. It's kind of like, oh, it's my information.
Yeah.
It's my information. So why would you make me pay for?
Yeah, well, it's the proverbial. It's my money. Why do I have to pay for a fee to get it back? Well, because we're a bank.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was.
It's an administrative function that you're paying for. You're right. It's your data, but you need to pay for us to give it to you.
Yeah, I think I would not be comfortable if we're compared to a bank. That would be pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't need to figure that out today, but
I do like going to a $4.99 thing. I'll need to just quickly review everything that's going on with Tripod, because I think there is an option where you renew at the same price that you bought or at the regular price.
Yeah.
And I would imagine,
Well, yeah, I mean, as soon as we just started talking about this, I started thinking about like the same scenario that we had with like GoDaddy yesterday, right? Where it's like it's $2.99 for the first year, but then it's like $14.99 for the second year, and then like $39.99 for all the years beyond that. I'm not suggesting we do that kind of model, but
no. See, the less the way I'm thinking about this is the fewer, I guess, points of friction we introduce, the better it's going to be for us in the long run.
yeah.
That's exciting. That is that it's so interesting to kind of actually hear all of those ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
And then the other tutorial thing that we need to do is like best practice is, because he brought up the first time he used it with his daughter, she was more interested in the phone than the book, because she wanted to see like the little slider going by as the audio was playing and stuff. So it's kind of like, you know, we need to communicate that here's how you're intended to use the app. I mean, people are free to use it any way they want, but it's like, you know, the intent is not to give kids more screen time.
Yeah.
The intent is that this is a companion to the book. They're focused on the book. They're just hearing the audio. They shouldn't even really see the phone.
How do we do that?
Well, I think it's just it's either on the Facebook page or it's a tutorial about like best practices, and then we communicate it in the newsletter. I think it's just educating the consumer. It's a frequently asked question. I mean, like he said he liked the guides. He found them afterwards, but he goes like, I'm a no instruction kind of guy, like, which was good too, because he said like he was able to figure everything out without really. He didn't understand the store either. He thought the store. I said, "Oh, did you look at the store?" And he goes, "No, I saw that," but I was like, "Is that like books I can listen to that are already recorded?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "No, it's just a link basically to Amazon for those books, so that you can buy the book." Because I told him it's another.
Maybe we call it best kids books.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really look at it, but he had jumped to the assumption that it was going to be pre-recorded books
Mm-hmm.
that you could buy. The other thing he talked about was with his the grandmother was, she was over the other night, but she didn't have time to record something. So then, but they were trying to figure out like, how is it's that whole dilemma of like how do you remotely get somebody to record a book that they don't necessarily have? Right. So the grandparents live somewhere else and they want to record a story, but they don't have the stories. Like we talked about FaceTime or people looking up online. So again, it's just, I think it's a tutorial with ideas of like, here's how you can facilitate that.
Yeah. I wonder if, I mean, you can find them, like you can find all of this is online. As long as they have, yeah, I'm seeing it as it's just like a fine line you're walking. You don't want to give them ideas of how to circumvent buying the book, but that goes hand in hand with this is not meant to replace the book.
Yeah. Well, like presumably it's finding books they already own.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who wants to do the narration doesn't own the book.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I just typed in hungry caterpillar text,
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the popular books you can find.
Yeah,
I don't know about all of them, but I've searched a few up too, and I
yeah.
was able to find a bunch of them.
Okay, those that's a very productive conversation.
Yeah. And he loved the whole legacy thing about like, you know, wanting to keep this forever, like when his kids are his age and they can have the stories. And then I told him too, I said, like, when your daughter's old enough that she can read, then she can record stuff for her brother. And he was like, oh, that's amazing.
I just want to see all of that good feedback translate into sales,
Yeah.
because I can see that, like, I would love to be able to be on a podcast and just talk about the fact, yeah, this is not about giving, like you said, this is not about giving kids more screen time.
Yeah.
No, it's helping adults make sure that their voice is heard by their children.
Yeah.
It's not about putting the book in the app. It's not that. That you need to flip those pages. You need to see the bright images. You need to
Yeah.
be able to touch, like in a very hungry caterpillar, there are holes, like the ones that he ate through the apples. Like they need
Yeah.
to, it needs to be tactile.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes we're not there to read to them, but that
Yeah.
shouldn't deprive them of that wonderful experience. Fuck, we would be amazing. Like
Yeah.
you would suck because I saw your presentations. Yes, you pour 10 liters into 5 liters. Yes,
I thought I was good.
go unleash your potential. Fuck. I almost, because I know this was being recorded, so I didn't type that. I was like, Greg, smile once, please. Like when you're talking to me, like, look right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
watch this episode. What
Yeah.
what the heck? You're not tense. You're not like, but the content was great. Content was great. It's a shame that people don't jump on it and just don't ask questions, but the content was great.
Why don't one thing I gotta figure out on the live is when I'm doing it on Zoom,
Yeah.
like a Facebook window opens
Yes.
and it has a play button on it,
Yes.
but like I had to Zoom, like, so I wasn't watching that window,
Yeah.
so I don't know, like I didn't see until after I was done that you had commented.
That's fine. They'll only distract you.
Yeah.
I
But I
don't
know, like, I
think-
know when Jamie does his lives, like he's interacting with the audience in real time. And I think when you did your lives.
Yeah, I had two windows. I had one. I had one which I was talking to, and the second one which had the chat open.
Yeah.
Like I actually had Facebook open.
Yeah.
And I was seeing what people were typing in.
Yeah. But is there a delay between what you're saying
Yes.
and what you're seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about 2-second delay.
Okay.
So it's pretty substantial, but that's why you pause and then you let people like sink in and then you let them type. But it is a distraction.
Yeah.
I liked your point about the fact that 10 liters never goes away. Like it's always going to be like, if you think you can manage it, you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let it go. It's a fool's errand for sure.
Yeah, it is. So let's get back. There's a couple of things I want to walk you through just so that I catch you up. And then let's talk about strategy because today is Thursday.
Yeah. Let me go to the bathroom quickly.
Of course.
So then we don't get it.
9:42. Oh, sorry. It's 9:55 already. You've been holding me. Go.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Go. what you're watching me do, I just had a bit of an epiphany. Is there image size? I might change the image, but what I'm trying to do is I just realized that there's a lot of information on the checkout page that people are bound to miss.
Yeah.
Just because we're human. But I wanted to point an arrow here, so I'm going to make this lighter so it's more in line with this purple.
Yeah.
Your email will identify your family. No one outside your family will be able to what? Will be able to see what you add or able to use the books you.
You wanted to say what you wanted to say? Your content is only available to people in your family.
That's more succinct.
Yeah. Well, the other way, it felt like no one will be able to see your content, and then people are going to go like, "What do you mean? Other people might be able to see it?" I don't know. It just seemed
yeah. The relationship child is used in the app instead of your name where possible. Instead of your name, email, to make it easier for. I'm just going to leave it at this because that implies that they're using the app.
Yeah.
Your email will identify your family in the app. Everyone you invite, all books you narrate will be tied to your profile using your email. Okay, that has to stay there. So I'm going to make this arrow lighter, but I just want to make sure that people see this.
Yeah.
And read this. Okay, but the reason I brought this up is because of the next page. So check, then the thank you page looks like this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the magic of books. Click below to access Storytime and take first steps in the app. Your app awaits. Click here. I couldn't make this button any bigger. I can make paddings even more. So like, there's the fucking button.
Yeah.
Please expect confirmation. This is the same as this one, but you successfully missed that.
Yeah.
This is why I'm creating this button.
Yeah.
Now save and exit. That button doesn't lead you to the app. It leads you here. Storytime thank you page.
Yeah.
So thank you for your purchase. I mean, we carry the imagery as well.
Yeah.
To access your app, click the button to the right. It'll take you to, I think I'm going to remove this link.
Yeah.
Launch Storytime. And this takes you to the glide.io, like whatever that.
Can you just replace that link with like text that says Storytime, but it's a hyperlink to the link in case they click on it? Or you want them to click on the button?
No, I want them to click on the button, and sorry, I'm going to remove the link. I don't want anyone scraping the web. Oh, hold on.
Can you imagine this annual thing? Like, say we get, I don't know, whatever, just use a small round number, 1,000 people that sign up.
Yeah.
Right. And then next June 10th, we get $5,000 just shows up in the bank on renewals. Like
that would be absolutely sweet.
And the next June 10th and the next June 10th, and you and I are on a beach somewhere. Oh, you'll probably be on a beach. I'll be on a golf course because I'm not a beach guy.
I would be on a beach. Yeah. It's interesting. Like I spent time with this page, and again, I'm back and editing it as you're watching me. Okay, but I wanted this page to be meaningful. So there are three things: to access your app, launch Storytime. This guy gives you here, add your app to your home screen for easy access. And I was thinking that we put 2 videos here, Android and iPhone.
Yeah.
And I've recorded my Android thing, but I got distracted with the fence guy, so I haven't edited it. And I haven't posted it in the books. But you'll have it. You'll have the Android version.
Yeah.
And browse our tutorials. And this takes you to the how-to page, which is exactly this button.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know what? That's it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Does this make sense?
Yeah.
I like the gradient on the button very much.
Is it worth putting another one on here just to join our Facebook page?
No. And my opinion, the reason I'm saying no is it might be, so we're asking people to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And my full expectation is that they're only going to click launch story time and forget about everything else.
Sure.
So if we introduce another one, because we have that call to action.
Yeah, and the
as a separate email.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Click the button on the right, it'll take you to story time. Watch the video that will take, watch the video.
To learn how to.
How to add the app to your home screen on iOS and Android. Okay.
Why is it, is there a way to even that text out somehow?
Like middle of this?
No, just how, like, see how it's cut off? It's like the end of the sentence is like, yeah, there.
Let's just see how it looks on the phone first. See, this is the thing. When you break the line,
yeah,
you have to, because most of this is going to be viewed on, oh, actually, you know what? I need to center it.
Yeah.
Needs to be centered. Central line. Because this is most of it is going to be viewed on a phone.
Yeah, that's good.
And I need to change this. I love these previews. They've been so helpful. And you know that, and I can adjust everything here. So for example, this.
Yeah.
But that only adjusted that portion. It didn't touch this.
Yeah.
And it didn't touch the phone version.
Cool.
Yeah. For how-tos and FAQs, please visit our help page. Please visit the help page or from your app.
You need to say at the help page here or something, or from your app.
For how-to and FAQs, please click the button, or you can, it's like I'm trying to say, or you can do the same from the app by going to menu user guide.
Yeah, I think you should just get rid of the whole rest from after button, because you're
like this.
Yeah, like they'll figure out within the app,
yep,
how to get the help.
Let me see if I can lay out.
And maybe here I would just say, reword this to say, click here for how-tos and FAQs, and not the. Get rid of please. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool. feel like we've just made a shitload of money by 2 decisions from the last 2 days. One is the affiliate fee of a
Oh shit, the affiliate fee.
flat dollar and the annual renewal.
Yeah, learn how to add.
You say add the app. Add the app to your home screen.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
Because remember Amy's comments, again, people will understand this to be an app. An app from a store automatically adds to your home screen.
Yeah.
Check out how to add the app. Add.
Should we, I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas around here, but it's like import, add your app to your home screen.
Check out how to add our app to the.
Nobody in the testing seems to have had a problem with it. Like,
I don't know if they have really, because I mean, it came up in the browser. The one thing that's challenging on Chrome is that it comes up when you don't have cache, like when it's not in your cache, so it comes up once.
Yeah.
If you kind of wave it off, then you need to go into the settings.
Yeah.
Check out how to add our app to the home screen. I think I hate the fact that Android is like hanging like this.
Yeah.
Add your app to for easy access. Is this better?
Check out how to start.
Because it's already says add your app to home screen for easy access.
Yeah.
Check out how to.
Do we need the text here, or we're gonna have 2 videos?
Why would we have 2 videos?
Well, you're gonna have one for iOS, one for
Oh, that's a good idea.
Android, and then you don't have any. The text is just the title.
Yeah.
There's 2 videos there, and
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then it's clean.
Clean. Yeah. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, we can put like
the thumbnail can be
Android,
iOS, add Android, or whatever.
Whoa, what the fuck is this? Well, this is unexpected. Wait, hold on. There's something here. There's something that's precluding this from.
It's like a blank section.
Yeah, that I do not like. But what is controlling that? Oh wow, that's terrible. See, I can't access this. Okay, let's see if I can do it here. Okay, now a bit more spacing. Okay.
3 new members in story time for kids.
Oh, by the way, that's repetitive, I find. There's a lot of
Well, we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people now. 10 members in total. 2 are you and 1 is me. 7 or 3 new people. 15 minutes ago, 18 hours ago, and 21 hours ago.
really. That is,
It's confusing to me, like what that is.
yeah, same here. Bots, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because no one would go to the group if there's nothing there. Oh, by the way, so okay, so that is, let's just save work. So that's the thank you page. The
Yeah.
thank you page allows us to do conversion testing on the landing page. So anyone who gets to the thank you page, conversion.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, a Thrive card. Let's see, product affiliates, edit commission settings. We're gonna have fixed fee. The only thing about fixed fee that I don't like,
Yeah,
is that you're paying it out despite whatever coupons you've attached.
Yeah.
So that's just, I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. But if it's $1, I mean, her thing was if you're selling for $5 and they're getting $1,
Yes.
and so that's $500 if they get 5 people to sign up, and she thought that was amazing.
Okay, let's do it because we don't intend to discount below $4.99.
Yeah. And is this I guess here's my other question. Does the affiliate get paid on the renewal as well?
That we'll have to establish because pricing, this is a one-time payment. This is subscription.
Yeah.
Annually, annual price, $9.99.
$9.99, and then we have the coupon.
Today's price is $9.99. Trial period, none. Number of rebills, indefinite. Send your customer invoice for every recurring payment.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Limit quantities. Okay, next. Monthly.
Annual.
Well, I want to say monthly fee of 80 cents or just annual $9.99.
Yeah. And then maybe in brackets, you can say equivalent to, I just don't want people to think, oh, I can pay 80 cents a month.
Okay. Equivalent to what, 83 cents?
Yeah. The only thing is this messaging isn't dynamic, right?
No, that's fine. But it doesn't take a genius to realize that you're buying it at half the price, that it's going to be half the price. And if people struggle with that, I'm still willing for them to think that's 83 cents.
Yeah. Just add the O to month.
Come on, I saved so much space by omitting a vowel. Are we correct? 9.99 divided by 12. Yeah. Okay. Calculate taxes automatically. Yep. Next. So after a delay of 7 days, recurring commission, 0, right?
Yeah. Because I don't think the affiliate should get the should they, or I don't know.
Well, you do. You do. Actually, that's a great incentive. Because if the annual renewal rate is $9.99,
Yeah.
then we're actually giving even a smaller percentage of that renewal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem giving them $1 on the renewal if they got the business. I mean, the argument I can think of is like they got us the initial business, but we kept the business because of the quality of the app. But I think they were still part of attracting that person. They might as well get their cut.
Yeah. And we can always incentivize people to stay on the app should they decide to cancel by giving them something like a $5 Amazon gift certificate.
Yeah.
So you don't have to fiddle around, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like an incentive.
Yeah. Or you know what you do? Well, I don't know if you do this. I don't know how much it would cost, but you send them a book. I don't know. That might be cost prohibitive, but
Why? I mean, yeah, the books are bloody expensive.
Yeah. Are they like how much is a kid's book?
$15.
Is it?
Yeah, at least. We once, so we're now big fans of the public library.
Yeah.
Natalie brings stacks of books like this. I once sat down and counted how much would that cost to buy.
Yeah.
There was one time we had, I think, 7 books sitting on Misha's table.
Yeah.
Those 7 books added to more than $500.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, you know what this is? Like this one, I use.
Yeah.
$11.50.
Yeah.
There
are some books, but I think you get in a problem too if you send people a book, they might already have it. It might not be what they want.
Yeah. Amazon gift certificate.
Yeah.
1, it's digital. 2, we already have their email. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Even if we just this is the loyalty thing. You can buy the certificate and you can just send it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's genius too. Like it's $9.99. I mean, maybe we rethink this too, because it's like, and again, we don't have to think about it for a year, but is this a self-liquidating offer in that, it was going to be $9.99, but now it's $14.99, but you get a $5 gift certificate. I know we keep talking ourselves into increasing our pricing, but or it's $9.99 with a $5 gift certificate, so we get our $5. And
I wouldn't promise anything. I would rather surprise and delight.
Yeah. I'm not promising. I'm just on. It's when they get the renewal notice. It's an incentive for them to.
Are you in Trello?
No.
Well, why not? I launch it like every morning. It's almost like a landing page.
Honestly, I think I still have like post-traumatic stress disorder from my last job with
Look, that's okay. So I'm gonna add that idea as a cart in the parking lot.
All right.
I'm gonna call it pricing.
Annual renewal. Yeah.
Oh shit. Annual renewals. Should we do $14.99 plus free $5 Amazon gift certificate, or oh my god, or offer surprise and delight coupon on renewal. Or other ideas on racing.
The
thing is, we haven't launched. We're getting into.
I know.
We haven't launched. That's the problem.
I know. So here's the story. So when I worked at Sobeys, we did all these promos, which was like, if you spend $50, you get a free case of water, right?
Yeah.
And the way the stores executed it was they at the cash register, they had all this cases of water, and people would go through the cash and they say, "Oh, you spent more than $50. Here's your free case of water." And all the customers were like, "Oh, I had no idea. That's great." So they were happy, but it didn't drive behavior. And Mike, I don't know if you knew Mike Lund or know that
Yes.
name, but Mike
Yes.
was my boss, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, somebody should be standing at the front door of the store, and when people walk in, they put a case of water in their basket and say, 'Here's a free case of water if you spend more than $50.' Now they start their shop and they have an incentive to spend $50 or more.
Yeah.
So anyone that wasn't going to spend $50, now their behavior has been changed. You're not just rewarding somebody for something they were doing already.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, that's a different model. We are charging them already. So we don't have the problem of them getting to $50. What we're saying is, can you imagine the publicity you'll get if somebody on Instagram shares like, fuck, these guys just gave me $5. Didn't ask, they just said thank you.
Yeah.
Who does that? Nobody does that.
No, I know. I get the
In other words, what I'm challenging you on, I guess, is saying if you don't give them the $5, are you saying that they're not going to renew?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it helped. Like if somebody goes, "Oh, renew," I don't know. Oh, I can. It's really only costing me $5 less.
A/B test. We'll A/B test it.
Yeah.
Dude, if we have enough audience, sorry.
Oh yeah.
When we have enough audience, we'll A/B test those ideas.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We'll hire a co-op to A/B test those
That's
ideas.
right. It could be part of their making their experience to figure out the best pricing optimization.
But stay with me. So first of all, I need to change the affiliates page. Change wording. I've actually, dude, I'm gonna stop recording because these files are huge.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you mind?
No.
Or is this history that we want to preserve?
Yeah.
Stop recording.